Don't say it, don't think it. Don't say it, don't think it. Don't say it, don't think it.
Hello and welcome to the final podcast, the last podcast you'll ever listen to.
Booze, brews, and horror movie reviews. Your final bros have survived.
We're here with Brian Hotboy LaGrasta.
Yes. Shane, I'm just so ready, Smith.
The Bye-Bye Man.
Okay.
That was...
Mike, the Cannibal Gypsy G in the building.
What do you think I bring? Like the booze, brews, or the reviews part of this?
Oh, you bring
The shoes.
the booze.
Oh.
I'm bringing shoes.
Yeah. And how about the glues, our producer, Maddie with the stick?
Don't say it, don't think it.
Oh.
See, I already said it because I want you all to be infected by my Lucy Hale Bye-Bye Man.
My God. Why isn't Lucy Hale in this? This is such a Lucy Hale movie.
This should be a Lucy Hale vehicle.
No, and we didn't get Lucy Hale. We didn't, but we did get Doug Jones.
Yes. And we got that one guy, the brother, who was in some movie.
The brother's in a lot of shit.
Yeah, the brother was...
I feel like he's a CW11 kind of guy. Maybe like a Hallmark kind of actor.
He was in the Peter Jackson movies.
Oh, yeah. Also, the Jenna Cannell is from Terrifier. I was surprised to see her because Terrifier came out before this.
Yes, I forgot about that. The Kim. Mm-hmm. She is the girl in
She's
Terrifier.
the goth one.
Yep.
She's in Terrifier.
She's the main
In the first one,
character
yeah.
In the first one.
Yeah.
Shit.
Okay. Bye-Bye Man.
This might look like we're drinking just a glass of milk.
We are.
It's so much more than that.
It's so much more.
What does it mean to you?
Shane, what does this drink mean to you?
It means everything. It's kind of like the Bye-Bye Man, right? In it, you got there's a lot of different ingredients, and they don't really make sense. So, I'm talking like trains, coins, dogs, and hooded coats. But all together,
Hooded coats.
it all kind of makes sense.
So yeah, it comes together and it fucking creates this cacophony of
Happiness.
greatness.
Like the Bye-Bye Man.
Flavor.
Yo, I would love to be in the room when they first came up with this movie or this the idea. They're like, yo, the Bye-Bye Man.
The most
how fucking weird is that?
ridiculous name for something that has no merit in this movie.
Let's call this fucking movie Bye-Bye Man.
Also, because what does bye-bye mean? It doesn't actually have a meaning.
It means nothing, and the name could have been realistically anything because it's got no connection to anything.
Do you think this this drink is gonna mix well with my raspberry lime Schweppes?
Actually, no.
Okay.
Not at all. Okay. He's on a different plane.
It worked.
So, so apparently he plays as Jimmy Olsen in the new Superman and Lois too.
Who's that?
The main character.
Elliot?
Yeah.
Okay.
He looked kind of like a Jimmy
He
Olsen.
does. So, yeah.
Shane, is he one of the teens you want to get down with
Stop.
that
We're
you were
done.
talking about
That's-
last week?
Stop. They're also, none of these people are teens, first of all.
They're in college, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Or
Or
then
they're older. They just bought a house.
Maybe 18, 19.
Didn't they just all buy a house together?
Late
Like
teens?
a campus house.
It was the campus
Like
house?
an 18 teen?
I don't know. All I know is they bought a house. All I know is, I want to actually talk about the Bye-Bye Man because, the movie, it doesn't explain anything, and I don't like it. Because there's so much going on in this movie, and none of it makes sense. Why does the Bye-Bye Man ride trains? Is he a vagabond? Why does he because it kind of makes the Bye-Bye Man just seem like a homeless vagabond with his pet dog that rides trains and flips coins at people.
I think the idea of this movie is that the Bye-Bye Man is an evil character that feeds on your fear, right? It's the more you think about him, the more he's going to travel through some ethereal space to get to you.
Yeah.
Is this clarified in the movie? Not at all. No. It's mentioned in a conversation that he has with Redmond's wife later in the film that he feeds on fear that he miraculously just gets to, but he theorizes that. That's also not something that's just handed to him.
Right. But they don't go, there's no lore.
No lore.
Because at least in fucking Truth or Dare, there was a lore to what was his name? Joxus or whatever.
No, it was. Oh my God! Sort of the K.
Matt, look it up real quick.
What was the demon's name in Truth or Dare? But there was a lore to it. Like it was a guy who just preyed on people's like truth or dare.
Yeah. How do I not know this guy's name? Calyx, right?
Calyx. Yeah. Yes. But like, it's like. This movie is so fucking empty and hollow. It's a hollow movie.
This is a teen horror that is devoid of any substance. They tried to make a creepy character who has a dog and a coin, and it means nothing. The coin also means nothing. They go through this lore of like you flip the coin and you get good fortune or bad fortune. What symbolism does that have throughout this film?
Nothing, because they don't flip the coin. The coin is more of a plot device to make you notice the drawer.
Apparently, the coin is where he is. So the coin is there. That's where the bye-bye man is. But there's no depth to this villain whatsoever. Like, you go through, like, the Insidious series where there's depth to the villain, right? And you go to The Conjuring. There's depth there. There's depth even in The Exorcist. There's no depth to the bye-bye man.
Can I say my piece?
Yeah, of course. Of course.
You guys are being a little snobbish right now. Depth. You want depth? Go watch a Coen Brothers movie. This is good teen fun.
That was good teen fun. This is a train wreck.
Can we go to fucking Wisconsin in the fucking 60s, please?
Not yet.
Can you set the stage though when we get into the spooky pit?
Yeah, that's what that's why I had to.
Also, coincidentally, the name of my 27th book, Wisconsin in the 60s.
And with that, we will jump right into the spooky pit. There's a cat eating its toe.
The Bye-Bye Man was released in 2017. 3 friends buy a place to party, and party they shall. They'll also encounter an entity that distorts anyone's reality after his name is spoken. The film was directed by Stacy Title and stars Douglas Smith, Lucian Laviscount, Cressidi Bonus, Michael Trucco, Doug Jones, and Jenna Cannell. And boy, I'd say, let me just share one thing. A
lot of weird names there.
A lot of weird names. You may know them, you may not. Final podcast, we're a show that's going to review a horror movie front to back. And by doing that, we're going to review every scene, every kill, and then follow that up with a review of 1 to 10 Jenna Cannells. 1 Jenna Cannell being a piece of shit, 10 Jenna Cannells being an absolute terrifier banger.
Okay.
And then afterward, Shane's going to follow up with a eulogy of the best kill of the movie. That's how we do things on this show.
Good, clean, wholesome fun on this show.
Good program.
Do you think we should have like a viewer discretion advised at the beginning of every episode? Like, especially the ones where you talk about like teens or whatever?
Stop. That's a crime. I've never... Stop.
I would ask you to stop.
So, with that said, this movie is going to open up in Madison, Wisconsin in the 1960s.
Yeah, I said that already.
And we're going to see a news reporter, and he's just going to be fucking murdering.
Dude, I fucking knew I loved this movie from the second it started.
This is the best part of the movie.
This cold open is so hot.
Yeah.
I almost can't stand it.
I'm actually going to agree that the opening is the only good part of this movie.
This guy is on a fucking tear.
He's on a rampage.
Who'd you say it to? Did you tell Janice?
Did you just tell Marcy in accounting? Because I'll kill them too. Oh,
did you tell Stu? Stu's a dead man.
Apparently, he's asking this lady. Apparently, it's his wife. Maybe his wife, right? No, it's not his wife.
No, because he never told his wife the name.
You're correct. Random lady, if she said the name. So he decides, he's like, oh, no, you said the name. Oh, God, you told Rick. Let me get my rifle.
And then he's just off and blasting. I love how he goes from house to house blasting. My opinion, this whole movie should have been him going down every
suburban neighborhood
in his neighborhood shooting people.
In a fucking sweater vest. What the shit?
I mean, also, like...
And then you get your first intersperse of trains.
Yeah, this is a big train movie.
Foreshadowing the train.
I wanted to ask, though, did it bother you that none of the shotgun blast had blood?
Yeah.
Like, there's no blood.
It's PG-13.
Because even when he blows that woman into a wall, there's no blood. Like, look at this. he just there's no blood.
It's PG. You can't.
But like, there's no bullet holes. There's nothing.
He's coming, Rick. Who'd you tell?
Now, why is he on the ground
because he got shotgunned already.
I don't think he's been shot yet.
he has.
Wait, it was the lead.
I think he likes the ground. Personally,
I think that's where he sleeps, and he just kind of woke up there.
Quivering in fear.
this is so stupid too. These two girls walk up. They've heard gunshots. They're just gonna walk up to this guy's fucking driveway.
Dude,
Also, why are all the neighbors just talking about the Bye Bye Man?
they probably don't know they can't.
No, but like, do you just go up to your neighbors and tell them about the Bye Bye Man or something like that?
They're probably talking about how he's psychotic.
So what if you were just like, hey man, bye man, let's like hang out another time.
Was that
You're fucking dead.
a saying?
You are literally dead.
Was that a saying in the 60s? Bye-bye.
Man.
Yeah, bye-bye,
Maybe.
man.
What about the part in this movie where the guy's just listening to that song and he's in the car by himself? He's, bye bye loneliness, bye bye happiness.
I don't know. He was trying to get, like, what a way to distract yourself, because that was the intention, by listening to songs that involve bye bye. Like, that's ridiculous.
Bro, think about it. You can't listen to NSYNC anymore.
Bye 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 man.
I'm guessing that was the Bye Bye Man putting that song on.
But he was singing to, like, yeah, maybe I don't know.
No,
but
the thing is, you don't know what's real.
Think about how funny this shot is. This long shot of him walking down the lawn.
so they do like the smile thing where they distort reality. Bye Bye Man just completely distorts reality, but in a way that's significantly worse than the way Smile does it.
Because at least in Smile, you do at most of the time know whether it's fact or fiction. With like Bye Bye Man, I actually like just assumed everything was fake.
Yeah,
I don't know. It was super confusing. So, all right. After,
you may hate me, but it ain't no lie.
Baby, bye bye, man. Bye bye. So these three kids, college age kids, they're moving into a house. It's a guy and his girlfriend and his best friend, who may or may not be sleeping with his girlfriend.
See, that's the genius of this movie. You don't actually know.
But like, I don't understand why you would move in with a third if you were always thinking he was sleeping with your girl.
He doesn't though until the Bye Bye Man starts influencing him though. Is that?
See, the reason I think it's real, because there's that scene with they see them dancing at the party, and then is it his cousin?
Yeah,
or brother.
Brother,
He says something about it. He's like, "Oh, you must be secure or something."
Jealous,
Oh
right?
yeah, he's like, "Good thing you don't get jealous," because they were like literally grinding on each other.
I would argue that your best friend should not be grinding on your girl like that. I'm just saying.
Yeah, definitely not.
No, I think we're all in agreement on that.
I mean, like, if you guys were grinding on Kaylin, I'd be like, I'd rather you guys just not do that.
Yeah,
It'd be nice.
But like at the same way,
And then I'd also question Kaylin and be like, why are you grinding on my friend? It's a little weird. We're married.
I'm also gonna say I don't think we would just do that.
So there's like 0% chance of that, and like
for sure.
in terms of like grinding, like me and Brian, that's a high chance.
A high chance, but I also then tell Kaylin, like, dude, like, you're 31. Like, why are you grinding, period?
That's also a really good point.
Like,
What's the cutoff age for grinding?
I'm gonna say 24.
Like
I'm
when you
gonna go
meet-
younger. I'm gonna go younger than that.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I
I feel
don't
like
know.
people are still clubbing at 24.
You think you still have the capacity to grind?
At 24, because you're going to the clubs, you want to get your grind on.
Do you think it depends
Grinder.
on? I would. Yo, how's your grinder bio working right now?
I'm flipping through.
You doing a lot of swipes on the grinder?
Yeah, you gotta swipe left, right? I don't know
Good
how
amount of-
those things work.
Good amount of teens on there.
Stop.
Grinder teens.
That's crazy. That's a crime. He also is sucking his nipple.
They're like super close.
They actually might all just be banging.
They're best friends, and their friend John is super ripped. We could all agree.
He's got
and this guy Elliot. I don't know
great
why he
body.
decides to wear a Mike Benanti jacket, but to each his own, right?
You think it works for him?
No.
You think Shane could pull that off?
Shane, yeah, probably. No.
Definitely.
No.
Shane needs to get a Euro cut.
Yeah, to be real, I can't pull that off.
Euro cut.
Why does the Bye Bye Man give the girl influenza? Like, why?
You're right. Like she gets the bubonic plague like through this
It's
movie.
real sick.
Because why? Like, the Bye Bye Man seems to do different things to different people.
Do you think Bye Bye Man had anything to do with the outbreak of COVID-19?
I'm gonna say no.
So, do you think that her fear was dying of illness of some sort?
But
But they don't do that.
Yeah,
they don't
that's what
do
I'm
that
gonna say.
like this is my greatest fear. Like, they don't really delve into that. It
That's next
feeds
week.
on it feeds on fear, but they don't discuss it attacking with their greatest fear.
yeah, it's just supposed to be fear. I thought of the but I guess maybe to Matt's point, the guy's fear is his friend sleeping with his girl. So maybe
That's
the
his
girl,
greatest fear in life.
and it's maybe going off what Matt said, because then maybe the girl's greatest fear is fucking the common cold.
And that's why he kept on. That's
She's
why he
got-
kept on hearing it inside or outside the house.
Yeah.
Because every time that they were both upstairs,
all of that. All of that
So
is extremely theoretical.
Oh, but this movie only
mean,
deals
yeah.
in theory because they explain fucking nothing.
So what's
We
the Rip
literally have
dude's
nothing to go on.
fear?
Oh, I think he's afraid of the girl liking him.
So I thought.
It's so fucking ridiculous, dude.
So
We're forcing theories right now.
it's established that he's like this big playboy.
Yeah.
Like you think
Maybe his fear is loneliness.
He can't even fucking get it up when he's ready to bang.
That's right.
So his biggest fear is not railing college girls.
No, his biggest fear is not railing his best friend's girl.
Oh.
But that's a theory. A game. It's just a theory, though. I don't know. This shit.
I like my theory about how the Bye Bye Man started coronavirus.
I like that theory too. I also like the Bye Bye Man in general. I hate these characters, and I'm all about the Bye Bye Man.
Oh,
and
I
his-
think he's
and his
wonderful.
hound.
he's wonderful.
Great.
Like, dude, you know what actually is my favorite part of this
Shane,
movie?
don't say it. Don't even think it.
But you actually know where I'm going with this?
No.
No
the
idea.
librarian subplot.
I love the librarian,
Love it.
Mrs. Watkins.
Yes.
I love that call that she made. She's like, "Hey, listen, I'm seeing some weird shit.
Yeah,
I'm seeing some weird shit, bro." And like, she hangs up your dead family.
Bro, I love it though, because how does she end up on that road that he's driving down?
It just
Why
rails
is
her.
she there? Why is she there?
She's like, "I woke up with this knife, Elliot."
She's in a lot of stuff though.
She's
that
in,
lady.
is she the lady from Dude, Where's My Car?
Yes.
That's that I think that she was from. Right?
She's amazing. Like, she's so good in this movie, but like,
She's funny. She's funny as
it's
fuck.
so bad. Do you want to jump up, Chowie? Chow? Chow, 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 chow.
Chow's licking.
Chow's a liquor. Yeah. So essentially, they're at a party. We'll actually just explain how the Bye Bye Man starts. They're at a party at their housewarming party, as people do. It's going great, but then there's coins falling out of the dresser drawer upstairs. So he's gonna investigate the dresser drawer. He's gonna see a spiral. It's gonna be like, "Don't think it, don't say it, don't think it, don't say it, don't think it, don't say it." And then he's gonna pull it, and he's like, "The Bye Bye Man." And then from that moment,
That's
so
where
the
he-
Bye Bye Man is essentially a virus, right?
I don't know why that would be in there, but that is basically what essentially starts this whole thing.
Right, but you're right. Why is that there?
Like if that name is supposed to be the death, basically the death call, right?
Yeah.
Why the fuck is it carved in there?
Yeah, it actually makes no sense because the guy went through all the trouble of killing his family and himself. And we also later on see him writing "Don't think it,
Yeah.
don't say it." So, but why would he ever write the name?
He
that makes
takes
no
the
sense.
time to write "Don't say it, don't think it" across his entire living room before his wife comes home from work. Why would he go through all that and just makes the one mistake of writing it on the fucking, is it a nightstand or whatever?
But also, the nightstand is magic, right? Because it gets thrown into the woods at one point of the movie, and at the end of the movie, it's next to the trash.
I assume they made a mistake and someone just threw that in the trash. Was I wrong in thinking that? I thought someone just threw that away to get rid of it.
No, he takes it and throws it into the woods.
Throws it into the woods, okay.
But then it's next
It
to the
reappears in
trash.
the house.
So I think it's a magic dresser.
So my theory on this is we're missing some landlord lore or land lore as you would.
Mao Zedong stuff.
Mao
So
Zedong.
they mention a landlord several times.
Yes.
So is it the fucking house that the Bye Bye Man was incarnated in? is this is where he lived at one point?
Are we supposed to actually assume this is the house where the murders took place?
I don't think so.
Because it's clearly, a fixer-upper house.
Yeah, no, it's the wallpaper is terrible.
The house is a shithole.
Yeah.
But it's one of those houses like where rich people buy like really shitty houses and then just dress it up and sell it for more.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if it's part of like the college town, it's not going to be the greatest.
Right. Did the Bye Man go to the college they're at?
I think that maybe this house was obviously it had stuff like this was a previous Bye Man victim that lived here.
Yeah.
I mean, they speak to the guy right at the greenhouse that owned this house previously.
You never see the landlord. I feel like he knows everything.
What if the landlord is the Bye Man?
Could be.
And that's his payment is coin. Also, why would you have a house that has these 2 doors on the side?
I don't know. I would probably like bar them up because like the little girl goes upstairs, obviously goes into one of the little doors, and while she opens the door, you see the dog come in the door on the other side. The Bye Man,
The salami dog, because the dog is made out of nothing but deli meats.
And then when she closes the door, the coin drops. That's right where the dog came from. Or by that nightstand area.
Dude, but like, what's the significance of the coin? Like, I don't know.
It's when he's nearby.
I just hate it. I hate, like, why does he ride trains? Why? Is he an Italian dad from the 80s? Like, what is his obsession with trains? Like, what is going on?
Might just be, dude. Might just be.
I'm getting upset. Like, this movie.
You shouldn't, though.
This movie's...
And like they get a weird vibe with this movie because like nothing was apparently it was fully furnished, but nothing's there. Everything is in the basement, including the nightstand.
It was fully furnished in the basement.
Yeah. So they bring everything up, and because of that, Elliot's girlfriend gets scared, so she calls her witch friend to come sage the place, and then they just decide to have a seance.
Like, I'm moving soon, right? I want someone to walk through our place with sage. That's my goal. Like, I want someone swinging the sage.
What's is that like?
Kyrie does it.
Oh yeah, that hippie type shit.
Yeah, but it wards off evil spirits.
You think we're gonna need that?
Everyone sages their new place. You know, Brian and Caitlin saged this place when they moved in.
Do you know that the lady that plays Larry Redmond's wife, like that woman he goes to later, is Faye Dunaway, actress in like Chinatown and like
Really?
Bonnie and Clyde, plays by like all those old.
How'd
classics.
she end up in this piece of shit?
I don't know. Maybe she got like cross paths with the Bye Man.
Yeah. Right.
So this chick.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's in Terrifier.
Terrifier. The first one. That's Kim.
Damn, how did I not recognize her?
I don't know, because she looked exactly like she does in Terrifier in this movie.
she
I actually
does.
think she's wearing the same outfit.
She does.
I mean, the movies came out back to back, so
Yeah. I feel bad for her because she actually, I'm not even going to lie, might be the best actress in this movie.
bar none, easy.
Like, she's actually good in this movie.
Yeah, like the acting was not particularly rememberable.
No,
at
it's
all.
not. No, like her seance here where she conjures evil spirits and evil Bye Mans is like.
Yeah.
But the thing is, so he says the Bye Man right at the end of the seance.
He fucking says it. And why does he say it? Does he say it because of...
No, say what you were going to say, because I had a question to ask you about that. Like, what were you going to say?
I was like, did he see it on the night? Like
He saw it on the nightstand.
But like, he hears all this, and then he's just like, oh, the Bye Man. When she's just like, don't sing it, don't sing it, don't think it, don't say it.
Yeah.
He's just like, oh, the Bye Man.
So that's what I wanted to ask. Are people compelled to say? Because when he's like, no one's tell anyone the name, his best friend's Elliot or
John. He's
John.
Elliot,
His
yeah.
best friend is like, is hesitant not to tell people the name, but like, why would you want to tell people the name? Because like, unless the Bye Man's controlling them to say the name, like, why would you just want to fuck other people's lives up? Right?
Yeah.
Like, because he's like, you have to swear you're not going to say it. And John's like, I kind of want to say it, though. Like,
Yeah.
I guess they want to tell them maybe like so that way they don't think that they're crazy kind of deal.
Right, but you could, like Brian said at the very beginning, you could easily just say, this evil spirit is attacking us, that if we say his name, it comes after you. You don't have to actually say the Bye Man.
Yeah, at all. Like, you don't...
You're absolutely right.
Yeah, that's like my whole... This movie is a giant It just it's based off a book too.
This is based off a book?
Yes. Matt, can you pull up the book The Bye-Bye Man is based off of? It's either a book or a short story. I think that it's something like The Bridge to Terabithia or something. I'm not even kidding. It's like, the boat to Body Island or something like that.
That's interesting. I never knew that. I mean, like, if that is the case, they just did not connect the dots.
I feel like they just left out details, unless the book is really bad. But
I see a legitimate book called The Bye-Bye Man.
and there is a book though that it was based off of. I remember when I was doing my research, because I do actually still do research here.
Oh, you do
I don't.
research.
I don't always come in completely unprepared.
But I will say, with this seance,
The story is. The film is based. The story is the Bridge to Body Island. I found it.
The Bridge to Body Island.
Yes, that's what this movie is based off of. It has because it even says here, has a much more complex mythology than the Bye-Bye Man. He was an albino born in New Orleans in 1912 who ran away as a child and became a derelict who lived in a train yard. After going blind, he began murdering people and cutting out their eyes and tongues, which is why Carrie-Anne Moss doesn't have her eyes and tongue in that one scene.
I mean, it would be nice if we got any of that.
After going blind, which he sewed together and brought to life using voodoo. The resulting creature became the Bye-Bye Man's literal seeing eye dog, helping him hunt his prey. Several elements from the story, notably the dog and the motives of trains, were retained for the movie, but none of it was explained.
Yeah.
So yeah, so the book actually goes well in the detail of everything.
This film was basically a half an hour longer and just delved into that lore, it would have been much better.
This doesn't even need to be a half hour longer. Just cut out like Actually, when he goes to the library, just put the mythology in the search engine.
Yeah, it's very weird how they don't explain any of that. They just kind of cut all that out and try to make it as like, dude, you're like fucking my girl.
Yeah, because like when you think about yes, it's an overplayed trope. Because even in like the Slender Man movie or Truth or Dare, I think that go to a library and look up lore. Yeah, it happens a lot, but there's a reason it happens.
I also don't know why they don't have their own fucking laptop. Like, why do they always got to go to the library?
That's also a very good point.
Jennifer's Body.
You go to the library, right?
Yeah, needy.
Yeah.
To look up demon lore
I
or
do
something.
feel like sometimes it's a branding issue. Because, like, with a laptop, a lot of times the branding's on the laptop, and they probably don't want to pay.
Just fucking put a sticker over it, dude.
Yeah.
And like, because like even when in this movie, you'll notice in a lot of movies now that we've done this podcast for what are we on, like episode 240
Yeah,
something.
something like that.
A lot of times when they do search engines, it's not Google or Bing or Ask. It just says search.com. So like
Find.com.
yeah, or find.com. Literally like shit like that because they don't want to pay like Google for the rights to use the website.
Episode 246.
There we go.
So here's the thing. In the seance, the whole thing was that Elliot distrusted Kim.
Yes.
That the psychics and mediums are bullshit. But then when she brings all that up, and she even points out, because he like hid her keys to try to like find out if she was a fraud or not, and she pointed out where they were, but she's like, I don't want anything to do with this. Something is coming. Like, I don't know. Maybe that is the case since the little girl had a coin flipped in the attic. Yeah. It feels like it's already there. But they made a big deal about that, and then like everybody dispersed. The friend couldn't get it up when he was trying to sleep with Kim that night, unfortunately. Yeah. But
that wouldn't be Shane though. Shane would have like amazing tantric sex with that girl.
Very tantric, and we would be there with chips.
We would be there watching. She's a teenager, so Shane's into it.
Yeah.
You have to stop saying that. Like you actually have to stop.
Well, she could be 18, Shane. 18.
I'm good on that. I'm good. But moving on from that. To your actual point, which I believe you were making is actually, what was your point?
I was just explaining what was happening.
Right. Okay.
There's no point to be made.
Yeah.
And then like, so they were like, he couldn't get it up. I don't know why, but then they were trying to sleep together, and he sees this like robe in his room.
Yeah.
And that's like going to be like a jump scare later that the Bye-Bye Man is going to come out of the robe. And
Why would you hang a robe like that?
That wasn't my question. Was going to be like, why the hell would you hang a black KKK robe up?
Also, why does the robe look like it's hanging backwards? Where the you know how you hang a jacket up and like you would have to take it off to put like the. This looks like it's hanging where you actually could just back into it and put the jacket on.
With that robe, you're one of three things. You're in. It's a black KKK robe.
Yeah.
You are a friar
or a cult member.
Or you're in fucking Black Christmas 2019.
Oh.
Which is basically a cult member.
Oh, that. Is that one of the worst movies we've ever reviewed?
It's up there. Yeah. Along with this movie.
I think I was on that episode.
Black Christmas 2019? I think you might have been.
He was, yeah.
Yeah. Good times.
He was. Dude from Saw in it?
Carrie Ewells. Yeah.
Yeah. Dr. Lawrence Gordon.
All right. So this is the thing with this movie. And this is why I was worried about doing this review. Because I don't want the episode to come off quick sounding, but like legitimately this next half hour is just him seeing flashes of his girl cheating on him, it not being real, Kim freaking out and killing her roommate, and him going to the library, instantly telling the woman he's searching about the Bye Bye Man and ruining her life. And that's it. And the fact that that's what happens in a half hour span, and I explained it in 4 seconds, is like a real issue, right? Because unless I don't think I missed anything.
No, I mean, I think the problem is they delve so much into like the relationships that the characters have, and like the idea that they have like this friendship for so long, which is never discussed, but it's assumed.
Yeah.
And that he couldn't get it up with this girl, which makes you think maybe he only liked his friend's girlfriend.
Right.
They were grinding. He suspects it. It's never truly clarified. But the weird part is that they just invest so much time in it. And then he just starts having visions. Like he starts seeing fucking maggots in Jenna Cannell's hair.
And it's also weird because like it's a movie that like explains the characters, but I still at the end felt like I knew nothing about the characters.
Because it's not backstory before the movie. It's backstory like within the movie, and like they never truly describe intentions. You have to like really put your interpretation in it.
Well, he drives a Mustang though.
And apparently Elliot's a really big fan of the Dead Kennedys.
Yeah, I do like his shirt, but like
I just find it strange that he tells the librarian, and the librarian is automatically interested and doesn't think that he's crazy at all.
Right, it is weird. It is weird.
Like literally, she starts researching it with him and helping him find things, and it's like, well, what? Normal people would just be like, okay, you're crazy.
Yeah, and just do your thing. But so like, does the girlfriend also want to sleep with John because she sees John naked?
Well, she's at this time. Everybody is getting hit by the Bye Bye Man in different ways ever since they didn't bring it up, but it's been brought into his life, and because it's been brought into his life, I don't know why these people are experiencing the Bye Bye Man. He can't get it up. He's feeling sexual about the girlfriend. The girlfriend is seeing John completely naked. You're considering a teenager.
None of this makes sense.
Like, it's wild, dude. You're not really considering one, are you?
I hope not.
Me neither.
I mean, at least make it a legal teenager.
Yeah, 18.
Maybe 19 or something.
Yep. Oh, Jane loves 19-year-olds.
Loves that stuff.
Yeah.
I've got nothing else. There's only so many times I could say stop. I don't know what else to say. Except that the Bye Bye Man is going to start infecting more people.
So it's like a virus.
Because the family of the librarian is going to be infected.
They're fucking dead.
Well, I don't think they're infected as much as they're dead.
They're fucking
But
dead.
No.
They got slaughtered, and now they're on a kitchen.
I was
floor.
I was gonna say, I think she told them about it because to Matt's point, apparently once you hear the name the Bye Bye Man, you don't care how weird it sounds. You just want to hear more about it. So I'm assuming she told her family about it, and that's why she had to kill her family, right? Like that's
That would be the logic, I would assume.
I wonder how that conversation would literally go, though.
She's like, "Hey, kids,
here's a bedtime story. Let's talk about Larry Redmond. We looked up his dead files. We found them, and now let me tell you the story of the Bye-Bye Man.
what happens if you just say bye, man? You leave out one bye.
You're fine. You're okay. It's when
Literally need 2 buys. He picks up Kim because he wants to like figure out what's going on with her, but she's already killed her roommate with a hammer.
that's not described yet, but yes,
Right.
Like, that gets described after the crime scene. They mention, oh wait, by the way,
No, but they allude to it, right? Because when he picks her up, she's washing blood off her hands.
she is washing blood off her hands. Yes.
So, and then like
Right.
they're
And
driving.
We get soon an introduction of like a sexy older cop lady.
Carrie Ann Moss, Trinity
Carrie
from The
Ann Moss.
Matrix.
Yeah.
She's also in.
Memento. She's also in a few other
Yeah,
movies.
she's
too.
a big actress. How she ended up in this? Because she was at the time, wasn't she doing the Daredevil series as the lawyer?
She's been in a lot of shit, dude.
But like, why would you be doing Daredevil, a very big Netflix TV show, and then you're a detective in The Bye-Bye Man?
Maybe the Bye-Bye Man was just expected to be great.
It was
Maybe.
expected to be great, and it was.
And it delivered,
And it
delivered on
is.
those promises.
Yeah, but all right, Mike, tell me what you like about The Bye-Bye Man.
Am I not supposed to do that in like my review?
No, I want to know right now.
I don't have to do it. I don't have to do what you say.
Ah, okay.
Can we talk about like the lengths that Carrie Ann Moss went to back him and potentially ruined her career and life?
Oh, like at the end of the movie?
Even just like in general, she lets him go. Like that's the big thing. She had him in custody, Elliot, and Elliot's basically telling her like, "Hey, look, I know a lot of these people around me have died, and I can't really tell you why, and I'm not involved, but you gotta trust me on this one. There's this dude, can't say much more, but would you ever want your children to die? Because if I say the name, your children are gonna be dead." And she's like, "Nope, you're free to go."
That didn't come off as a threat at all.
Yeah, like it was a really weird like interrogee scene.
Also, we should clarify this is all happening because Kim ran in front of a train as he was kind of in the back chasing her with a hammer, and she was hit by said train.
And the hammer is bloody, and it kind of looks like Elliot may have also killed her roommate.
Yes.
It made it like everything that happens makes it look like Elliot is a mass murderer.
Well,
Yes.
it was established that Kim
Wrote a note
wrote
that
a
she had
note?
killed the friend.
Well, that exonerates him.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I still don't know if they would let him go right away based off of
She lets him go.
She does.
Well, I think she says later to a different cop that she could tell like something is awry.
Yeah. Also, the Bye-Bye Man, I guess we should point out, can manipulate time and space.
Yeah.
Because when he's actually in the library, he's in the library for like 12 hours because
Oh.
he doesn't leave the library till 2 a.m.
Yeah. Oh, Elliot?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in there for a while because he wakes up and the time is like completely like late.
Yeah, he's supposed to meet his girl.
Yeah.
like,
But doesn't because
Yeah.
the time is switched. So when he's driving home from the police station, that's when he calls the librarian, right? And he's like, "Hey, look, there's some crazy stuff going on." And she's like, "You gonna tell me?" Like, Brian, you do how she said it again. You did that so well the first time.
Oh, Mrs. Watkins?
Yeah.
You can't reprise Mrs. Watkins. But what I would say is that she is makes it seem that she's been doing the research, that weird stuff has been happening, that she's been getting visions, but essentially she's already done the deed and killed her entire family.
Yes.
That's the problem.
Yes. So Elliot goes to Larry Redmond's wife's house.
Yeah.
And that's when we get the whole like he reported on multiple murder. He learned the name the Bye-Bye Man. He in the 60s apparently you told all of your neighbors everything.
You had to share everything with your neighbors. That's the thing. Small town, suburban town,
Tell your
everybody
neighbors.
needs to
and
know
that's
everything.
how it was back then. Now, neighbors don't care about each other.
No,
that's a fact.
Love thy neighbor, Shane.
It's true. I don't though. Actually, I like my neighbors, so I can't say that. My neighbors are a pretty cool guy. But I wouldn't tell him the name the Bye-Bye Man because I wouldn't want to see his downfall.
So Elliot is going to do one thing and one thing only to find more research. He's going to go to Larry Redmond's wife's house to get more information. A woman that was never told the Bye-Bye Man because Larry Redmond never shared that information with her to keep her alive.
But like it's weird though because I feel like this is actually a huge plot hole because why would he tell his neighbors and not his wife? If he told his neighbors not knowing it was bad, don't you think he would tell his wife first? Unless he was sleeping with the neighbor. Little pillow talk.
A little pillow, maybe, but like I just think it's built out of total convenience. If you didn't know something, you would probably tell your wife first.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why I'm thinking he didn't go home to his wife that night. He said he was working late on the case, went to the neighbor's house.
I'm actually going to say he slept with every neighbor in the neighborhood. I think he banged every girl on that block.
He's banging out.
Yeah, every teen on that block.
Are we passion bumping the idea of Larry Redmond?
I'm down for it.
We're going to passion bump Larry Redmond theoretically banging every housewife in his neighborhood.
Yeah.
Also the teens that were there too.
Passion bump. Passion bump.
That's Shane's gig.
Passion bump.
Only 18 though.
This is a crime. This is a
Who does
crime.
Larry think he is smashing all the teens?
So we see the full Larry Redmond clip. He mows down all of his neighbors with a shotgun, and then he drinks arsenic.
It's pipe cleaner.
Pipe cleaner.
Whatever it was took him out ASAP.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, it melts your insides.
it's literally pipe cleaner.
Yeah, it melts your insides. So that's a really bad way to go. Like a really bad way to go.
Oh no, that can't be great.
No. So then after that, he's like, oh, so if I just don't think about him and realize like he controls my fears, then he'll go away, which I don't understand how he jumped to that conclusion.
In the middle of that conversation with Larry Redmond's wife, he conceives the idea that he's prying on fear. It must be that. And now if he just stands up to it, he'll be able to conquer it. And I think that he has a vision at that point in time as well. I don't remember exactly what the vision was that he saw, though, in her house. I think it was her catching on fire. Right?
Her catching on fire.
And he's like, nope, I don't believe that. And I'm better than it because I know you pry on fear. And then it just goes away.
Yeah. So then he's going to drive home. But first, dude, I swear to God, this was so fucking stupid. Why is the librarian in the middle of the road, in the middle of nowhere?
Yeah, this is like the worst. Like, this is the worst thing this movie did, probably.
And he
It makes
just
no
mows
sense.
her down.
Again, I understand she's curious. I understand she murdered her entire family and any teens that were prospective for you. But even in the case, why is she in the middle of the highway?
Just there's no reason for her to be there other than to get her out of the movie as soon as humanly possible.
I mean, unless, like, obviously it's theoretical because nothing makes sense. But
we do delve into theory.
But like maybe it's the same sense as that the girl from the Terrifier that got ran over by a train. She thought that she saw something, and then obviously
So
she
maybe-
didn't.
Right, but like, why would she just so happen to be where he's driving?
So you're saying that the
The
Bible man...
man lured her
Lo-
in.
So
Yeah.
maybe like the middle of that highway was maybe like a bunch of different Elliots that she needed to talk to.
Maybe she lived under the highway.
See, what's happening is Matt's making total sense, but you guys are you're so fucking blinded by hate for this movie.
No, this movie fucking sucks.
It's like, take off your blinders. Stop thinking about
Whoa!
appropriate. So anyway, we're gonna go back to the house. Elliot's gonna walk in on what he perceives to be his girlfriend and John banging out.
You hear some stuff for sure.
So this got really confusing. Like really confusing.
This movie, people just go back door to door. Hey, Kim, let me in.
No,
I
but
love how this movie can't there's like no blood. They can't show blood, but there's like pretty wild sex noises.
yeah, Hollywood's weird. But no, like they're banging out, but they're not banging out. But then there's a whole scuffle where,
Okay,
where
yes.
John is like stabbing
Okay, let's talk about this.
the girlfriend
Yep.
in the face with scissors. But then it turns out that it was the girlfriend stabbing John with the scissors.
Yes.
But, like, I don't understand anything that happened here.
This was so fucking convoluted, but I have to understand that. Okay, so he saw them potentially, like, scuffling, right?
Yeah.
Like, John was trying to kill her, but I think the way that they made it, and the only way I can rationalize is that actually she was really John and John was really her.
Right.
And that she was stabbing John because he shoots her. If it was the other way, he would have shot John, but in reality, he thought he shot John, but he shot her. I'm sorry, I just killed everybody. I know. But, like, it had to be that, not that John was trying to stab her.
Yeah, no.
It had to be her trying to stab John.
Right. But, like, how did she overpower that beefcake?
Or for sure, because you saw a lot of his body. And he's a total
Ripped.
beefcake.
Dude's ripped, and she weighed 6 pounds and was sick.
Really good
But
body.
why also would she try to kill John?
None of it makes sense.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it makes more sense for him to try to kill her, but why would she ever try to kill him?
It made no sense. And then it makes sense if you look at it in the way that it's just a way to make it that Elliot kills his own girlfriend.
It's so stupid. So
And
yeah,
it keeps John alive for the end of the movie to be like, to Carrie Ann Moss, baby man.
yeah. So yeah, essentially, so he kills his girlfriend. He shoots her, thinking it's John fucking trying to kill his girlfriend. He shoots his girlfriend in the stomach. She's dead. Apparently, like this,
The dog feeds on their faces.
the dog apparently eats you. If like this thing feeds on fear, it also eats fear once you're dead.
It feeds on your face. Elliot goes downstairs. Now his brother and his daughter. So he knows his brother is having like mental breakdowns throughout this movie, but yet brings his small child to this house.
I also don't know what happens to the wife because he's screaming for the wife, and I don't know where the wife is.
She's never actually seen.
She's never actually seen it. It was so confusing. He's like, Alice, Alice, and where is she? But the daughter is there, and like I think the daughter goes like around back.
Yes.
The daughter has to pee, so
Yeah.
He goes to where the cabinet would be on the side of the house because she sees it and gets a coin from it.
Okay. I talked to you guys about this off air. Now let's do it on air. The brother's begging Elliot to like let him in.
What is the name, Elliot?
Yeah,
what
what?
is the name of the creature that's killing everything? Let me know. Let me in.
And Elliot's like, no, I can't. Don't think it. Don't say it. 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 And it keeps going and going and going. And then the Bye-Bye Man makes his grand entrance with his salami dog. And I got okay. The music. Look, there hasn't really been music in this movie, and then out of fucking nowhere, there is epic boss, like fucking Final Fantasy. I'm in the final fucking arena. Music playing. There's a piano. There's a violin. Like what? Like Matt said it. He said it felt like they were trying to do like a Michael Myers theme for the Bye-Bye Man.
They're trying to combine Michael Myers, Saw, and Final Fantasy into one thing, and it came more off as the Final Fantasy than anything else.
I just felt like I was entering an RPG final boss arena. Like I thought a dragon was swooping down.
But what is the Bye-Bye Man if not a final boss?
Bro, I don't know anything about him. If anything, he's an NPC that I gotta find a frying pan for because he's irrelevant.
What was the deal with the fact that like after like he killed his girlfriend, he puts his bony ass finger up to his forehead and the doorbell rings? Like was the guy got control? Like he touches something and then something else happens.
It makes no sense.
It's just like really weird.
But yeah, he basically, so Elliot, like, he's like, we're ending it. This ends tonight. This ends tonight. When darkness turns to light, I shoot myself in the head.
Evil dies tonight.
Yes. So Elliot shoots himself in the head, and the curse is lifted because the Bye-Bye Man instantly disappears. But the dad...
But that's not how it works.
I don't fucking know, dude. The brother finds his daughter. They're driving away. He's like, Elliot's, he's just taking a nap. Don't worry about him. And then she's like, I found a dresser in the woods. He's like, oh, and a coin. Oh. She's like, and there's some writing. And he's like, oh.
But like, this is like so fake because the brother's like, what did it say? What did it fucking say?
Yeah.
He doesn't know. Why is he prompting it?
Yeah, because it doesn't make sense.
So, I was reading the IMDb trivia, and apparently it says the coin, which is recurring thematic throughout the movie, is likely a reference to the oboe from Greek mythology, where it was used to pay Charon, the ferryman of the river Styx, which separated the world of the living from the world of the dead.
We're back to fucking Charon.
Which Charon is that? Is that
this
Charon
is Charon
1?
4. This is fucking Charon 4 all over again.
For safe passage to the underworld. It symbolized impending death. Now, granted, that's not referenced at all.
No, of course
it's
not.
Said
No.
But apparently that's like a thing.
But at least we can all hold our heads on the fact that Carrie Ann Moss was a baddie.
She was, and she's going to go up to John, who is still alive despite multiple scissor stabs to the face. And she's like, who did this? And he's like, bah. And then it cuts.
Yeah, and that's the end of the movie. That one cop insults her so bad.
Oh, it's so funny.
So fucking bad. She's like, so you had a person who murdered everybody around him, including himself, including roommates, and you had him in custody and you let him go? And she's like, trusted him. It's a good kid.
This is a good kid. It's a good kid. She does say, I think there's something bigger going on here.
Boys will be boys. Like,
Yeah.
he made a hell of a sugar cookie cocktail.
He really, really did. So with that said, that's the bye-bye, man. That's week 2 of a Bad Movie January. I'm going to give my review. This movie is by far, in my opinion, I can't believe I'm going to say it's the worst of the 4.
In January?
Of January, yeah. It's incompetent. It's poorly written. It's poorly acted. I won't even say the actors have potential. I actually think they're all trash. It's bad. Like, I was offended watching this movie. It's funny because of how bad it is, but it's not Doom where I'm like, ha, this is entertaining and fun. This fucking sucks. It's so bad. Carrie Ann Moss deserves better. She better have gotten paid millions to be in this movie because she deserves it. It's just, I was angry watching it because nothing is connected. There's trains, there's planes, there's automobiles, and none of it adds up. I'm giving this movie a stone cold 2 out of 10.
2, huh?
I'm giving it doesn't get a 1 because I actually laughed out loud when he is yelling, bye-bye loneliness, bye-bye happiness. That scene is actually the 1 point of this movie because I legitimately laughed out loud.
Shane, you know the classic saying from the American candy bar Snickers? You're not you when you're hungry. I feel like that's you right now. You're waiting for the hot honey.
Yeah.
And it's clouded your judgment. And now, and then Brian's over here is thinking like, Mike, how in the world would you rate this movie a 7?
There's no way you're actually giving this movie that.
I'm like hanging by a thread.
And then I'm like, I'm hanging on a moment here with you.
Ooh, that's
You're
cute.
not actually giving this a 7, are you?
Oh, God.
What are you giving this movie, Mike? Mike?
So like the number 7's a good number.
Mike, realistically, what are you giving this movie?
God. Yeah, I can't. 7. I legitimately really enjoyed it.
Carrie Ann Moss without her eyes and mouth.
Dude, from like the cold open, which is just so good, to like, we never talked about the Bye Bye Man and how he looks, like his look, which I think is great.
He looks like a homeless man.
Sewed baseball.
And like, I thought, no joke, I thought the most well done part of this is like the psychological part, like what's real, what's not. I thought that was good. I almost can't give you reasons why I'm giving it a 7.
Okay.
But I'm gonna do it because It's my review. I do whatever I want.
It's a fact. It's a fact. I will like hate you forever for it, but it's a fact. All right, Brian.
Yeah, I'm somewhere in the middle of you guys, and by in the middle, I'm giving it a 3.
So you're right by me.
So I mentioned to you that when I watched all of the movies from Bad Movie January, I pretty much rated every one or 2 less than what I had it from the first watch. This no other. I seen this movie like 2 months ago. I gave it a 4. Now I have it as a 3. If I watch it again, it might get lower. I don't know. Look, those are 3 points given specifically from the beginning and Carrie Ann Moss. Like, if not for those things, this movie really has no merit. It makes no sense. Like, I don't want to reiterate what Shane said, but it really has nothing going for it. The lore doesn't make sense. No continuity. The villain itself, like I said, he looks like a sewn baseball with a dog.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand how the Bye-Bye Man idea of that name even comes into focus. Like, it's just like something he picks up and they roll with after a seance.
Yeah.
So for me, like, it's a 3, and like, it's a fucking mess. But it has Carrie Ann Moss.
Yeah. I'll give you this. The movie could use more backstory, for sure.
Yeah.
But it's got everything else, though. Like a really good, like, teen love triangle.
They focus on that shit.
They focus
ever.
It's actually the main part of the movie.
Way too much
It is the
on
main
it.
part of the movie.
Way too
Yeah,
much.
it's so bad. All right, favorite kill. This movie has.
There's like 1 or 2.
I'm actually gonna fucking.
The fucking librarian's kids. How the camera just pans and they're just on the floor.
I was actually gonna go with the Larry Redmond drinking the rat poison, or the drain cleaner, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Drano.
I'm going to go with, I mean, I really do like the cold open, but you really don't see him like blow anybody away.
Yeah.
It's off, Redmond's kills are off screen. I'm going to go with, I think we're going to have 3 different ones. I'm going to have to go with, so you said Mrs. Watkins off-screen dead family.
Yeah, I'm going with Larry Redmond actually drinking the Drano.
I'm going to go with Miss Watkins, who randomly shows up in the middle of a highway and gets railed by Elliot.
I love this because now we have the tiebreaker.
Yep.
Also, Matt, side question. What would you give this movie?
I would probably give it a 2.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's fair.
Yeah.
It's very fair.
I'm all alone on my 7 perch.
I actually think you're very alone because I don't even think there's other people
I-
outside of this room
Yeah.
that give
What's
this.
this like Rotten Tomato score? Like at 18% or something?
That actually might be high.
Yeah,
Might be a little high. Kind of like your age preference.
That's a good thing.
Oh, yeah. I was trying to...
So for now,
Fuck.
IMDb rating is 4.3 out of 10.
Give us the Metascore. And,
Metascore is 37.
okay, Rotten Tomatoes. Gotta go to Rotten Tomatoes.
A little RT.
Give us that RT, Robert Downey Jr.
What? That's RD. Jay.
Damn it. I swear it's the sugar cookie drink talking to me.
Oh, this shit's hitting, though.
You need to have like.
18% from Tomato Meter and Popcorn Meter.
Did one of you
is
guys say 18?
22%.
Mike did. Mike said
Holy
exactly 18%.
shit.
You nailed that.
Nailed
Yeah.
that shit.
So just one critic consensus. It says the Bottom Man clumsily mashes together elements from better horror movies, adding up to a derivative effort of as short on originality as in a narrative coherency or satisfying scare.
Lazy. What a lazy take. Who was that? Ebert? Who's that? that fucker Ebert?
He's dead.
Is he?
So
Yeah.
Who was the other one he did?
Siskel, also dead.
Shit, man.
I actually might have. No, they're both dead, I'm pretty sure. But, yeah, it's okay. Who did do that review? Did say, or?
it just says critic consensus.
Just critic consensus.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Probably like Cosmopolitan
All right, so Matt.
magazine. What do they know?
Jesus Christ, Mike.
What do they know about the
Who
bye-bye?
are the 3 are you going with?
Who knows about bye-bye?
Just so I can give this eulogy and get us the hell out of here.
I think the Drano. I think
Okay.
that might be the best one.
All right.
Just thinking about how
Hack.
horrific. Just thinking about how horrific that like getting
if
killed
you're
by
a hack.
the truck or car is like instant.
Yeah, the Drano.
Drano literally burns you alive
Yeah, that's
inside.
brutal.
So it burns your insides.
It does. Melts your intestines and stomach.
So you think that's the worst way to go?
Was one of them.
If you had to choose, what way would you go?
Getting hit by the car does seem kind of instant. Probably a gunshot to the head, though, for the quickest.
I'd probably take death via bye-bye, just so I could, like, see him for a bit.
Yeah, but there is no death. What is death via bye-bye? No one dies by the bye-bye man, if you actually think about it. They all kill each other.
He makes you kill each other.
Yeah.
So like, I guess it's one and the same.
Interesting. Anyway.
He also bends time.
He distorts reality. He bends time.
He's so good. He's so good.
Oh, Charles Manson. The bye-bye man's the Charles Manson of the ghost world. Larry Redmond. You were the wrong song. Larry Redmond. You were a great man, a great journalist, a Pulitzer winner maybe, because we're theorizing things because this movie only lets you theorize. I'm gonna say you're a Pulitzer winner.
That's the theory.
You were so good at your job, you didn't even tell your wife what you were doing. You were so sneaky. You sleeping with all the neighbors, sleeping with all the kids. That's what you told all of them about the bye-bye man. Because you're like, if you tell anyone I'm sleeping with you, the bye-bye man is gonna get you. That is my theory. That is my theory. Larry Redmond, you are a pedophile, and you are now in our Necronomicon.
That was wild.
What is the basis of that?
There is no basis because this movie
It has no basis. Thank you, Matt.
Okay.
So that was the bye-bye man.
It's a pit of nothing. Therefore, that is why.
Sure.
Next week, though, we get a little better. And by a little better, I mean maybe a half a point. We are going to discuss the Steven Dorff vehicle, Fear.com.
Yeah. Fear.com. Or, as I like to say, fear.com.com.
Yes. Because if you actually look in this movie, they type in fear.com.com.
And it's not a URL. It's in a message thing that's called a hotbox.
Also, I love how every time you live stream, your subscribers start at 0 and you have to replenish all of them.
This movie is literally a marvel. I can't wait to talk about it. Steven Dorff.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Combs is in it.
He's so
As a fucking detective
barely
that hates
used.
to work.
It's such a shame. So, with that said, we are the final podcast signing off, and we will see you next week where, will you come play with me? You're lying.
You find me. Yes, you know where to find us every week. www.thefinalpodcast.com. New episodes every Monday. I always say, please give us a subscribe to the YouTube channel. Please jump in the Discord. Join the conversation. If you have a recommendation, thefinalpodcast@yahoo.com is where you can put in all your recommendations for us to review. We'll give them a look over, but you can absolutely tune in to us and all of our content on the site. And please give us a 5-star on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. We will see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Man.
Man.